Right, hello everybody. As I've posted on Facebook, I get the Somerset Studio, and I actually won a whole year's subscription. Very fortunate. I didn't know they were doing that, but I actually won a whole year, which, don't get me wrong, I will subscribe next year as well because I just love it. I love looking through the magazine. I love all the things that they do. It is a real great source of inspiration. I can't speak highly enough of it. I'll find the link and put it in the description box of where you can get this magazine in the UK. There might be other places, but it's where I get it from. Okay, and I thought I would do this. It's not the same, you know. I've come up with just a smaller one than they've done, because they've used, well, it says here they've actually used I think it was the book spines. Right, well, I haven't got 6 of those, so I've just used card that I cut off from when I was making, and I've got hundreds and hundreds of these, because when I used to make cards, they were square, 6 by 6, so I always had all these cut off. And I have coffee stain them. I've got loads ready. So that's what I'm using. And they were a brilliant size. I think I trimmed them just a little bit. Let's have a look. Did I make that one bigger? Yeah, I just trimmed them down a bit. Okay, about half an inch. Like that. So I thought I would show you a process video, because I've done this at my sister's yesterday, because we sort of like to work on a little project, and Tina as well, and we made these. And I've just knotted that up somehow. Oh, there it is. And this, I done mine from a scrap box. This is more mixed media, which again I love, and I will definitely do some of these. And they've used time cards. I haven't got any time cards because we can't get those here in the UK. So I found these ones online, but I've had them a long time, so I would have to find out. I might be able to find out where they come from. If not, then, you know, just look for yourself, because I wouldn't be using them if I wasn't allowed, but I won't be able to offer them as a digital. Okay, so I've just I've done that with them, so there might have only been one, and I've copied and pasted them across, and then I'm printing that out. Okay, but I know they're free to use, but like I said, not for me to distribute. All right, so you just have to think about it. It could be music paper anyway, or a text, or anything. You don't have to do this, but I just quite liked it, so that's why I've done it, which I'll show you what to do with those in a minute. So this is the one I've done. Hold on a minute, I just caught up there. And I used, what did I use? Sorry, I used all my bits from my box. All my little my butterflies that I've already cut out. And some of these little things here that I've stuck in here are all from bits that I stitch, which you've seen me do. Okay, all the butterflies I'd already cut out. That was a little tag I made out of one of these. I just cut it down and sort of make a little tag. And I also had one given me from, you know, in my giveaway. And oh my gosh, you know, and it was really funny because I was actually looking at this project only the week before, and then I got one in the post, and I just loved it. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, so this is what I've done with mine basically. You know, I've just used odd bits of washi tape and different things. Yeah. And it all concertines together, and then creates a little book. And I just think it's really sweet. But I'd love to do a mixed media one too. And it's amazing. So thank you, Sharon. I actually don't know how to Hierof. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. But it was her original, you know, artwork that's got in the magazine, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you do want a magazine with plenty of inspiration, this is the one. Mixed media, junk journaling, anything like that. It's not the cheapest, but I used to buy a lot of card making magazines years ago, you know, 2 or 3, and I used to spend a lot more than what I do on just this one magazine. I'm very impressed with it, and that's the little book she done for the magazine here, and that was just lovely. I can, you know, there's a denim here, look, made out of denim. That would be lovely. Old pair of jeans. Yeah, so many. Oh my gosh, you could. There's so many things you can make, and that's a close up there of all the bits that she done, and it's lovely. Yeah. So I thought I would show you my process. Right, someone's asked already, and I only put the picture up just a minute ago, so I thought, well, I've got it all out because I had it at my sister's yesterday, and it's still all in a bag, so it was easy for me to just say, right, let's make another then. Okay, I am going away tomorrow, but I won't finish it today, I doubt, but I'll finish it next week and then post the video then. Right, it's all my little bits out of my box, and I'll do exactly the same. I did pick out all the sort of pinky elements, pinks and blue and things like that, because I'm trying to get into pink at the moment, because I've been very green and all that sort of thing, and I want to do sort of French or shabby chic sort of journal, so I'm going to have a go, and I haven't done one for a long time, so I love my nature. So, but I do like to push myself in other colours and everything, or else I get, you know, I get a bit staid. And I put one of my paperclip embellishments on there as well. Yeah, and I actually sort of moulded these a little bit and then put some foam pads underneath the wings, so it was, you know, a bit shaped. There. Okay. What I'd just like to say before I carry on is that when you see projects like this is how I work, all right? When I see a project like this, I love it, okay? I look at the supplies list and I think, right, what have I got? What haven't I got, okay? So I haven't got book spines. What can I use instead of book spines? Card, okay? I haven't done mine too thick, just two layer or 1 layer of card. That's 300 DSM. It's not that thick, all right? But because I'm using muslin in between, you know, it supports it and everything, it worked perfectly. But so, and I think, right, I haven't got contact paper. I'll find something else, you know, like vellum or something like that. But like I say, I'm not doing the mixed media bit. I'm just doing collage on it, all right? Without mixed media. So if you haven't got, you know, I've got the ink pads, I haven't got time cards, so what can I use? Which I went and found something. Okay, that's the only thing that I sort of went and found that I know I sort of wanted. Yeah. But you could use also, if you haven't got time cards, those nice, because you in the US you get those nice green ledger sheets, don't you? I mean that would be perfect. You know, that's lovely. You don't have to worry about the stamps if you don't want to, but I quite like the numbers on it because I have a thing about numbers at the moment, and so I quite like that. So I look on gel matte medium. Okay, yes, I have that, but I'm not using it on this one. I'm just using normal glue because I'm doing collage, and I don't need to use anything but glue. All right, ephemera, yeah, we all need that. Whereas mine was my bit box. Drywall, don't need that, and you know, just your bit box. So your card and your bit box and glue, and of course scissors and ruler and that. Well, that comes without saying. So that's what I look at when I see these projects in these books. I look at what the supplies are, and if I haven't got that, what can I use instead of, you know? And that then it doesn't become your own, because you know, you're still sort of using someone else's project, but it sort of like becomes unique to you because you've used a different project and you've adapted it to your needs. Right, that's enough of that anyway. But I hope I sort of explained a few things. Right, so my cards are, because I printed that on A4, didn't I? So on my side, I mean, a totally different size as well, is 6 3/4. Okay, so this will be nearly 7. Yeah, all right. So then that gives a little bit of space all around. Oh, width, actually, these come out at 2. All right, so that's most probably nearly 2 1/4. All right. So all I do is cut these down like I said, and I ink them all over. All right, I've already coffee stained these, and I just glue this on. I mean, I love my matte medium, and yeah, I do find it easier to use for collage work, but I don't need it for this, because it's a way of using all my little bits up. Or you could do something like this and use all those little things that you really like, that's yours and you want to keep, and then you just keep them in this. I think they're the cutest thing ever, and I love them. And I think Sharon done an amazing job designing these. I think they're great. Yeah, so that's all I've done there. I've done all the others. Yeah. Right, so what you need now is either some cotton, you know, like a bed sheet or anything like that. And if it's white, tea stain it. All right, and then you pick your size. So look, it's that way. Okay, all I done was sort of just measure it, so it's slightly bigger, but not really. So I got, because I like all this, and I hang that down as well. And all I do is, even if it's a bed sheet, what, about an inch? Not that, I don't think, 3/4 of an inch. So I'm doing it. I'm not even looking at the instructions. Yeah, just under an inch really. So I'll go back there and I'll rip down, and I'll do, I think you need 5 of those, because you need 6 of these. So you need 6 of those. This one I've already put together, just trying to save a bit of time. Yeah. So I've got my 6 of those, but if you want to use one on the front and the back of the project, then you need 2 more of these. So I've already cut them out. So you need 2 more, so you need 8 of those. You don't have to use them on the front and back as well, but I did. Right, so 5 of those. Okay, and then all you do, after mounting, you know, which you see me do, I just got to make sure they're all going the right way. I just glue up there. That's the bead of glue there. I sew mine as well, but like you say, don't have to. I keep all my bits, my raggeties. I find it better to put that down actually and go like that. Okay, and then put that down, because I'm not worried about the back. I mean, you could, in theory, before you've done this, you could put your line paper on the back if you wanted to journal there, but you're only going to have that little bit there, or some music paper or something. But I actually quite like the coffee stain on that. I don't, you know, I'm not worried about that. I'm not saying you could, but if you was going to do that, then do that before you put this on. Okay, and then I'll carry on, making sure they're all the right way up. So that is going to go now there. If you have trouble with your spacing, then get a spacer. You know, I stick 2 pieces of that together. Do this exactly the same for some of my folios and things I do, and then I would stick that on there. But I'm okay eyeing it, all right? And I actually don't mind if it's not perfect, because I used to use all those for mini journals, mini albums, so I'm not really being that perfect anymore, which I think is great. So that's it, and then I'll line that up. Okay, right, the gap I have, I reckon, is about 2 mil. Okay. What I'm going to do is put one on here, because I've already done that one. like that. And then I attach this one to there. Yeah, so this magazine is well worth getting. It really is. I mean, I had a couple last year, and then this year I thought, no, I'm going to get the subscription now. Because I just thought, I just look at them all the time. I even get, you know, just inspiration for digitals in it, you know. I just, because I look at the colours and look what they've put together and things like that, and it really does help me. Let's make sure I get it right side. I change the way I do things. Don't know if anybody else does that. One minute I do it one way and another time I do it another. Just what happens with me. Do I need that one? No, yeah, I do, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I do. At least if these aren't too wide, then you've got more of a space to journal if you wanted to. I'm just going to take off some of those. It might get stuck in my machine. Right, now we find the front and back, okay? So there's your 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going in, and it's this is the actual front, okay? So this has got to go here. So don't think it's wrong because it opens the wrong way when you first do it. It looks like it. We did have this problem yesterday. It was like, oh, not sure about that. So this is going to go there, okay? So that is going to be your front, yeah? And then this with all concertina in, okay, and then we have to put one on the back as well. Yep, so I'm going to do that now. So if you get that again, so it's like that, okay, and then you turn that one in, that becomes your front, all right, and then if you turn that one in, that is your back. So just to make sure that they're all going the same way. That one isn't. That. How about that? So let's get that off quick. Okay, didn't watch that. See, it happens to me. I bet you all saw that, didn't you? Why didn't you shout at me? There you go. Another good thing about using material. Comes off easy. So pull that up a bit. There you go. Okay, so I'll fold that one over and put this one on the front. Okay, and then on the back as well. There we have it. Okay. There we go. When I do the front, if you want to put a tie on, like I did on this one, I just remembered, sorry, is I'm not going to put a tie on this one. I'm going to just tie it around. You need to do it before you put it on the front, yeah, because mine's stitched under there. All right, but I'm going to just wrap it around this time, so don't need to do that. There we have it. Okay, and then, oh, that's the other way, sorry, it goes like that, so it opens like a book. All right, and then concertina in. It's better when it's all decorated because you can tell the front and the back then. So always a little bit, and then that will just there, and then make all this raggedy as well. I quite like all that, and then I'll have bits up here so it wouldn't look like a gap there. So if you look at that one there, you wouldn't even sort of notice that really. But I like, I mean, you can trim it down if you don't like it, trim it down, but I love it. There. So we've got to get decorating now. Oh, first of all, I'm going to stitch mine, but like you say, this you don't need to. That's all perfect. All right, but I'm going to go around and stitch all around mine because I just like, as you know, I like my stitching. All right, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, sorry about the sun. It's come out and it's lovely, but right on my workspace, but never mind. Next thing I do, oh yeah, I've stitched all around. Okay, stitched all them on. Right, well, they were all stuck on anyway, but I do like the texture of the stitches. Okay, right, let's have a look. So that's there. So I'm going to do the 0102 along here this time. I didn't do it, I only done the number last on my one yesterday, but I'm going to do the 01. I've got a stamp set there with numbers and everything. Don't ask me where this come from because I'm a card, you know, ex-card maker. So I have quite a few. I've got some dates on there. So I've got loads of things like that with months and all that sort of thing because of personalising cards years ago, you know, before I used to sort of print them out. I used to stamp them. So what I do, I've got the 01, which I want it 01. Okay, otherwise it becomes 10. Which most probably would do at some point. All right, I use archival ink, which is jet black, because we want it to stand out. I prefer to actually do it that way. Okay, and then, excuse me, because I tend to line up, and I usually put my head forward, so if it's wonky, I'm sorry. Try and keep my head out. I try and centralise it a bit. It's about 2 inches, so I've got it in the 2-inch bracket there. All right. But again, I don't want to get too caught up in everything being straight. But we do tend to, don't we? There you go. Not quite straight, but that's all right. And then I'll take the 1 off and replace it with a 2. And I'll continue like that. There we go, that's all that done. And the next thing I do is a little bit of stenciling. Okay, not very much, just here and there. And I'm doing it with Vintage Photo. I'm not rubbing too hard because I don't want it too dark. Okay, it's just to add a little bit. Oh, I hear a baby crying. Yeah, very random. There we go. Take long, did it? I'm going to do a little bit on the front now and a little bit on the back. Now we do a bit of collage, so I need to go and get some collage bits together. I'm going to use some of that because I really liked that, because that tissue paper was all these little flowers here, and that has worked so well through there. Just put them sort of around abouts, and then I'll go and get some bits out of my bit box. I think I still got some left from yesterday, so I've got some pink bits. That was my little charms. I put them in here. I know I put them back. Oh, that's tickets and things that I've cut out. I actually took them yesterday as well. It's got a bit of pink in it. So I'm getting stuff now that's got sort of pink. I've got a lot of nature, haven't I? So I might not have that many. Oh, I think they're all oh, I've got loads of these, loads of tickets here. There we go. This was all from yesterday, so I'm gonna use some of that. Oh, that's quite nice. There's a pink one. It's not pink, but I like that spots. I might need to get some of the bigger bits. That's all blue. I quite like the blue though. Yeah. Some more bits. I'll actually use that. There's some more. Oh, a bit of that. You see what I'm doing? It's literally, that's quite nice too. Oh, there's a bit of pink there, flower. And I will start off with bigger bits of ephemera in the background and come forward with smaller bits. I think, I know that's pink thistle, but that's not going to go with the theme. I'm doing all this, some of that might. And they've all got to be quite small, so provision, that'll do nicely. Oh, there's a bit of pink here. Oh no, that's thistle. Oh, I'm certainly into my thistles. Oh, there's a bit of pink now. A bit of pink there. Right, okay, that's it. And that. Now you can see again how handy these come in. Oh, have a look. Let's see if I got. Oh, well, that's what I mean about the ledger paper. That would work quite nicely in the background. I think these again are nature here. Yeah, let's get my tickets. Might as well get that. A bit of guest check there. Another ticket. Right. So I sorted out all sort of like bits of pink, bits of blue, brown and that sort of thing. Yeah, not too browny, greeny. There's a bit of yellow on there, but I can change that. I quite like it. So yeah, that's what I've done. Okay, then I've got a little box of snippet bits. Okay, some avocado dyed stuff. Thank you, Tina. She gave me a few bits yesterday, which was great because it's sort of light with the colour that I like using. And I love all the little snippets. Okay, I've got my little bag of tickets that, you know, that's one of my kits in there. So I've got those for standby, but I will delve in to all these bits first. Got loads of butterflies. So I've got loads cut out anyway. So, and I've got things like that. You don't have to use it as it is. You can cut these little things out and use. All right, and it's sort of Frenchy, shabby chic type. I'm sort of getting there. I'm sort of working up to it. Yeah. So, oh, and a little box of, sorry, I want to use that on the back. I found that in me that I've already done, and I thought that would look nice on the back. And then I've got all these little, you know, little flowers and bits and pieces just here. So they come in handy too. So they're around me as well. Okay, well I started my layout. I had 2 of these that sort of went, so I put those in, and this is I just play around with little bits of paper, okay, leaving some space to do other things as well. And I think of it as a whole when I do it, so when you do open it out it looks okay rather than individual pieces, and I'm quite happy with that layout actually. So I'm going to start sticking down. I might take a picture of it to remember in case I get interrupted. No, I should be okay saying that. What I'm going to do is start sticking down here, and I'll do it with a prick stick, so it should be quite quick. I just like to get some kind of something going on in the background. I'm gonna go right up there with that one, I think, because that shapes it round that 0 there for some reason. It looks all right, and that's gonna irritate me by sticking up, so down you go. Okay, and I'm going to stitch this pocket on. Okay, I've stitched the little pocket now. All right, and I'll put a bit more decoration on that. What I thought I was going to do next is quite fancy having, you know, a tab at the back for a change, and I couldn't find my tab punch, so I had a bit old printed bingo card, and I've got one of these, so I thought I'd make a tab punch or tab page tab thing out of that, where I am going to cut that down because it's rather large and I only want it that big, so I'm just going to snip that off and glue those 2 pieces together. All right, and I'm going to stitch that to the back, I think, before I go any further. Just sort of as a quick way of doing a page tab. I know I've got loads in my kits, but I thought, well, we shall show you how to do it if you haven't got any. there, I think. I'm just going to check it closes, which it should, but there we go. And that's going to stick out from the back there. Yeah, I'm quite liking this. This is going to go on the back, wasn't it? I was going to... It can still go on the back, no problem, but I might go over that side and cover some of that. I'm going to stick that down and just work out what I'm going to do around it after. There's no plan whatsoever. Oh, I'm going to stick the whole thing down, so you just fill in afterwards. Instant layering. Perfect. Right. Oh, I know what I was going to do, so I'll leave that dry a minute. Is I want her somewhere. I was going to put her on the front there, but then I wouldn't be able to put my little dangle there, and I really like that dangle on the front. So I'm going to move her somewhere else. Let's have a look. And maybe... Oh, I think maybe there. Perhaps. See if I can slip that under there, and then we can put something on her head, some flowers or something, so she doesn't look like she got her head cut off. Right, I need to get her. That's going to go about there. Just fold that over and take some off the bottom. Like that. Had to put her somewhere because I really like her. That's that. Alright. I've got these that I printed out a long time ago. I want to see if I can do something with those. Have just a bud coming down there, so yep, that is good for me. Maybe just give her a little bit more forehead. That's it. So we're shaping the head, but we leave a bit of space there because otherwise it looks like something's bearing down on her forehead. And just clean up there. And I think a butterfly or something around there as well, or even here would be nice. Yeah, I like her. Maybe a bit big. Let's look. Quite like it. I sort of want it so it's sat on her shoulder, maybe. That's gonna. Well, looks like that's gonna go there. Let's get these other little bits out. I'm quite interested. Another little butterfly. Oh, that might go down there with something. Nice red stamp here. That's could go somewhere. That could be the tag. That's quite nice. That needs to just go on a bit bigger card and make that bigger. That would sit in there nicely. Well, also, I've got this little ticket. Yep, so that one needs to be, I think that looks better. Yep. Quite like that. Keep that. Right, so look, I'm just placing a few things now around me. I must use some more of these roses. Maybe there. I reckon there. We can have a butterfly up there. Yeah, that's going to go there, I think. Sticker card, so I won't do that with Prick Stick. I think a butterfly on the top of that as well might look quite nice. Like so. Might carry on doing a bit of collage work up into that, so we can go up that way a little bit. Oh, I have page tabs. There, I'm going to put you down there. So now we build up, you see, with smaller things. So we've done the bigger things in the background, and then we're working forward. So just have that little bit of pink coming through there. That needs some fluff behind it, so right, so we need to find some bits. I'm going to do like the butterfly first with some bits. Then I will fill in again with some of the tissue paper, you know, that I've done on this one, because I quite like that. These little bits here and some words. So I'm just going to start building up a little bit more now with some words and some tissue paper and that sort of thing. But I'm going to get these main elements in. I might actually go and make that little tag. I'm going to stick, I think I'll sort of, yeah, do a bit of an S or a C there. Okay, so it looks like it's going off the page a little bit. And then we can have some words down here and some washi tape or something. Yeah, it's coming on already. I just sort of put that bit laced together, and that's going to go there. So I'm going to stick that down. And I'll show you what I've done with the ticket in a minute. Just below there. So I want to show some of that stitching. So again, that's a bit of added texture. All right, and I actually think that was big enough, that one in there. Okay, and that one was slightly too big because it was the same size. So I'll just cut off the bottom, that's all. So you can go there, that's that there. And then I thought this could go somewhere else. Well, it's could go right, that butterfly. Yeah, I'm gonna just put that there. So I'm just gonna put that on there. So only a bit of it show, but it's a way of using it up instead of being left with it. Yeah, stick you down. I'm sticking this right down because it's quite flimsy. That one is not on card, it's paper. We're attached. This one I felt, I quite like on the shoulder. I don't like her covering her chin because I quite like her face. I quite like to cover this little piece here if I can, which I think that butterfly can sit there, but with nothing on the background of that one. I don't want to detract away from the face or the eyes there, so let's have a look. Just catch that, that's great. Okay, and I'm going to also stick that one down there. These have all been inked, so yeah, I'm going to leave that as it is because I'm going to add something else to that page. So that's stuck down, or let's stick the stamp down because I quite like that there. Just going to lift it a little bit. That's it. Just to stop it looking like it was an afterthought, even though it was. And I've got a bit stuck to me. Right. I'm not going to worry about sticking all these down at the moment. I will go around and do that. I'm just trying to get everything placed because I want this to come sort of that way, because again we're doing a bit of a snake. He looks nice just about there, to be honest. Yeah. Can you imagine doing a project? This is what I've got, this idea. Doing a project, and you know, with all your bits that were left over from your project that you were doing, just make a few of these up ready, and then at the end of your project, just put all your bits together that you've got left and do a little collage, you know? I think that would work quite nice. Do I want it like that, or no, it's got to go over and that because of the leaf. Like that. We got anything else that's loose? Let's have a look. Nope. That's the next stage done. Now I'm going to place some of the tissue paper. All right. In different areas. Because I might have some in words down here. Like that. Yep. I'm going to come down here with that one. Yeah, I'm going to put some up there as well. Just up one of these half ones, look. Right, what I'm going to do now, this is what I usually tend to do. I know I've got to add words and I've got to do things, but I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, I'm going to do most probably the back cover next. All right, and then I will go to the front, and then I will go back to that, because it's like going back with fresh eyes. Okay, and you'll see things. You don't always see it when you're continually staring at something. You have to sort of go away from it and then go back. All right, and you think, well, actually I don't like that. Okay, so shall I do the back page? Or yeah, I'll do that back page first, and then we'll do the front. Okay, right, I've got this one previously done, as you know. I'm always putting things together and just hope for the best. So I am most probably, yep, going to put that there, a bit of text on there because I like this text. And I printed it out onto really thin paper. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to drop that one down now. Right, hold on. I'm just cutting that off. I'm just wondering whether that would go there. Yep, I think it will. And we're using that up, that little bit that was left. Made it a different shape. No, in there. Actually looks like it's tucked in behind there. That, right, we need some lace and a butterfly, something going on. Oh, got that here. Need something else. Poking through. Let's have a look. Sorry, we've just got a odd bit of lace here. That might work as well. This is some printed out things that I've actually put on double-sided tape, or those sheets, you know, you can get those sheets. That's double-sided tape there, because I had some really wide one, but that's those double sticky sided sheets that you can get. And I'm going to stick that there. I'm liking that. Let's fill it up. Less is not more. Not today. I'm straightening, I'm sort of straightening the line up there, so like that. Okay, and then I'm going to, yep, that's right, and then I'm going to just slightly come up like that, and that's going to come down over there. Yep. Do another leaf coming out of here, or something like that. A little feather would have been nice, but I don't think I've got one handy. Have I got this? Well, that's all finished. Well, that's not all finished. I'm going to add some text in a minute, but I'm going to go and do the front now. Okay, so I feel ready to do the front. All right. So, what have I chosen? I've chosen another of the Tim Holtz people, whatever they called them. This is about my second one I've used. That was the first, and that's the second. And I've got 2 packs of them. I don't know why I don't use them really. But anyway, I thought she would look quite nice. She's got a nice hat on, so use her. I've got a ticket here from my Paris kit that I thought, you know, goes with everything, because I've looked, and yep, totally blends in with everything. Oops, there we go. Let's get this the right way a minute, sorry. Right, that's my front. There we go. Get that right. Okay, and I got a bit of that pink. So I think that's my last piece. It's wrapping paper that's pink, but I used it in my other one as well. So it's a bit of text torn, a bit of book page. Most probably not using that one, and a few little bits. And I thought I'd use that. I was going to put that inside here, but I've got that pink there now, so that's okay. So I'm going to use it on the front instead of a butterfly, because I've got quite a prominent butterfly on there. Yeah, I think that's all right. Right, let's have a look. I'll start off up here, I think, and we'll work from that. So that has got a sort of pointy shape which lends itself going like that. This is Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1. I quite like using that. All right, this has got to go sort of underneath, so maybe, yeah. Let's check a minute. That's fine. That one a bit skew-if, I think. I'm not going to press it down totally because I want to lift. A bit of that. Okay, and I want that arm because it's sort of sticking out. I thought I'd have that arm and it's sort of almost touching the end of that, so it has a place to go. Whereas it might, you know, there might, if it's over there, it looks a bit odd, I think. So it looks like she should be holding something. So I am going to put her there. I don't think we need this. Let's have a look. I want to see a bit of that pink. No, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to just hold it up. Yeah, somewhere up there. I want to put a little bit of the tissue paper up there, the pink one. Place that there for a bit more added texture. That's that. Most probably have some words down here or something. Yep. Right, so look, we need some words, don't we? Right, what shall be our word? I don't know what we got here. Train up a child. I don't think I'll be using that. Character's quite a nice word. Yep, I'm going to cut that word out of there. Right, that's on clear. So I might have to back that on a bit card if I don't want it to be lost in my page. Still got a bit of, yep, no, that's okay. We're going to put some of the tissue paper to fill in that area there. Or my stamp, and then a bit of tissue paper. Okay, that I'm going to stick onto a bit of card. Yep, might as well use that up. It's been hanging around a while. Right, I'm going to leave that for a minute. Like I said, I think it needs something else down here, but I shall leave that and go back to the middle now and use some of these. So I've got quite a few words and different things. This is a quote my sister, importance, she cut, printed a, sorry, my sister I'm concentrating, printed a quote onto fabric, yeah, and we should just cut some words up and then rearrange them into whatever. See what we got, see what we can, oh, anonymous, that's quite nice. See what we got. This is where you can do, I mean, if you're doing it for someone else, I would say, you know, pick out words that mean something to that person. Or if you're doing it for yourself, pick out words that mean something to you. This one here I feel doesn't need a word, but I'll just have a look. It feels, you know, that's got quite enough on it. Well, anonymous is going to go down there. And these words here are totally random. Totally. Right, just going to peel this off because this is what we cut that other thing out from, so I might as well use it. Now I quite fancy anonymous adjectives. Now why do I fancy that? I don't know, but it's going in there. And I know I'm covering the washi tape, but I didn't know that was going to happen, so I'm going to stamp in that bit. I just thought, I haven't used my little stamp, have I? It's just got that registered button there, in there. This one, I'm going to join that with that. So it's just faded, so just on the background, it's lovely. And something here. So let's see if I need any. Do not need anything there. I might have a little bit just there. Okay, I've gone ahead and placed some words where I want them. There's a couple I've just got ink up, and because I'm in a mess. Oh, there it is. And where did I have it? There, wasn't it? See, I forget almost instantly, because you do lose yourself, don't you, when you're actually doing things like this. It's such a nice place to be. It's there. Genuine. So I found that word and I thought, oh, genuine awareness, which is good. I used to cut loads of books up and then make sentences out of the words. I used to do that in my art journal, so that was fun. Some wacky things come up. You think, oh my gosh, am I really feeling that? I think that's okay. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to make the hole there, and then I'm going to definitely put some more words down there. The back I love. The back I wish was the front. And I think I'm going to put you there. So my fingers are getting a bit glued up now, so that prick stick. Get the grommet. And another one of these that I got a video on, I made. I'm going to take this off of that. Open it away. I'm going to, right, it's going to go that way. So I'll do it back to front. I'll link the video on this one. Okay, I might have to have two on there. So just shut that one up a minute. Okay, well, let's put the ring in here, like so. Right, and then put that on there. Just check that it'll fall right. Okay, get hold of that. Give it a bit of a wiggle. And there we have it. Okay, that's that bit done. Now we just do the closure. And I might add some more gems and some more words there. Let's tidy up these a minute. Okay, I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to put something else around it. There. And then one up there. That feels better to me. I hope it does to you. It was just I had quite a gap there. Yeah. Okay, because there's so much going on up here and then it sort of went away to nothing. So this one didn't. It just carried on. I really like that page. Okay, right. Are you going to fall right here? Okay, well that's it. So, oh well, that's not it actually. I'm just going to do a little wrap around. I'm just literally going to wrap something around this one and then tie it in two places or something. Right, you could put a dangle on here as well if you wanted, and that's going to push that down a little bit. So it's, oh, and gems on the butterflies. Okay. Okay, just checking, having a little look there. And we don't need any gems on here because we've got those little flowers now. Right, and the closure of this one is a piece of sari silk that I split down the middle. So it's nice and thin, and I'm just going to tie this one around. So look, go around twice, I think. Right, and there's also, I had one of these in, when I've done the giveaway. So, and Jane, I think it's Jane. Anyway, I will make sure I post her name below. Okay, because it was absolutely beautiful. It was a beach theme one. And I haven't got it on me at the moment, so I can't remember her second name. So, but I've got it upstairs. and I thought it would be nice. Actually, I might have it. Hold on. Once I've done this, I shall go and get it, because what goes around 3 times. Absolutely wonderful. Loved it, and it helped me with my inspiration. Of course it did. When I get this right. I just can't even tie a bow. You can tell I'm tired. There we go. And I've left that too short. Oh dear. Right, yeah. I'm going to have a little Barbie in the garden tonight, I think. And I edit my video in the garden. Yeah, so anyway, I think I've got it in my bag. So, because I would like to shout out for her, because it was absolutely lovely. And I did help with my inspiration. Of course it did. I think she done the 2 bows. So, there we go. And I think, did she do that at the back? I can't remember. I'll go and get it anyway. So, and that's that one. Alright, which I'll open it all out in a minute. But I'll just... Okay, here we are. I think my battery's going to run low now, and this is Joy's. All right, it was tied up, but the tie is in the envelope up in my house. So, but this was Joy's. She's done a little tab here and everything, and it's a bit smaller than mine. Oh, not much though. No, just skinnier, I think. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so definitely helped with my inspiration. Definitely loved it. Oh. Not sure where that goes, but she's done a little pocket inside as well, look. And she stamped on it and everything. It was just lovely. I really love it. So that's great. Okay, so that's, it was Joy. Joy, which she wrote on the back somewhere. Joy Menace. So it wasn't Jane. It was a J though. So I was very close. No, I can't put it back. There we go. I'm very easily confused today, I can assure you. Right, okay, there we go. So that was lovely. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what I've done with that one as well. You know, so I've got 2 there now, and it was lovely. I don't know whether I actually showed you this one. I'm sure I did right at the beginning. Okay. Right, so here we go, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.